Why you gotta have two baldies on the bottom?
And welcome everyone back to a Toy Kind of Mood, episode 144, Pet Peeves and Reveals. Yes, we understand that, look, pet peeves is a complete first world problem. We get it, but you know what? Sometimes we're funniest when we're bitching. As always, I'm your host, Bobby Bear, and with me today we've got a packed house. We've got KJ at Black Genghis. We've got Tony Romo at Tony's Figs, and we've got Dave Speck, aka at Toy Optics. Gentlemen, what is up?
Right on cue.
Right on
Technical difficulty.
God.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, Joe?
Hey, how's it going, man? We're celebrating a birthday today, man. If you don't mind my
Yes,
saying
sir.
so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Happy birthday,
the old
Tony.
man is in the house. Thank you, brother.
I was gonna send you like a Cowboys birthday type thing, but then I realized I have that on my phone.
Yeah.
And I refuse to have garbage on my phone.
Ouch. Mother lover.
Yes, 5 minutes and then you can do that. Okay. And Spec, I don't know what happened to Spec. Spec's like vanished. He'll be
He
back.
vanished, man. They would get him back.
We'll get him back.
Spec said there's only room. I said there's only room for one baldy on this show.
Trying to kick him off. Like, I have seniority.
He'll come back. Hopefully he gets it worked out.
All right. So look, we got some really, really cool reveals. Oh, Spec just texted me, internet issue. Be right back. All right. We have some really, really cool reveals. And hold on. Spec is coming to the stage.
Back.
All right.
Spec is coming back.
Well, we'll wait. We'll wait for Mr. Spec to, get his stuff together. Boy, we really curse a lot on this. I'm like having to really catch myself.
Yeah, a lot of minced oaths. Yeah.
Like,
Are you cursing already? Ooh. I thought I was bad.
No, I didn't. I watched myself. I was good.
What's up,
I
chat?
watched myself.
Yeah.
All right. So let's. Boy, Tony, you got a lot of like happy birthdays in here. Alrighty, let's see.
Yeah, I'm trying to comment back at my people. Thank you so much for all the birthday love. Thank you, guys. It's awesome. I was able to make it. We went out earlier. Yeah. Now it's all winding down. It's just a Wednesday, so me and my boys ain't doing nothing till weekend. So parents took me out. So
you can't
fun. Yeah.
I mean, okay, you can get drunk on a Wednesday, but it's irresponsible to get drunk on a Wednesday.
Yeah, we got the club going up on a Wednesday.
Especially when there's a 24-hour shift tomorrow that I'm calling out of.
Okay, so look, we've got before we get into what kind of irks us, because we have some things that irk us. There's been some really cool stuff that come out. So let's do the pros. 100 gigabyte Call of Duty update.
Yeah. So I had to go out there and just be like, cancel. What are you doing?
Daddy's on a very important call. All right. So let's go first. Number one. For the Marvel Legends crew, we're getting Lalandra finally from the Shi'ar, which this actually does go back to something that will be a pet peeve later on. But look. I get her. It depends on what she comes with, but Lalandra is vital to the X-Men lore. We know our friend Steven Sizer will definitely be getting this because he is an X-Men whore. X-whore. No, it looks great. This is the only picture we have. I like this was a safe call. This is like her most recognizable suit. I know y'all been kind of waiting for clearances, so would y'all get this on clearance, or are we just completely passing?
No, I can't wait to get this for $5.99 at Ross in 2025. It's going to be great.
There we go. All right, moving on to NECA and April O'Neil. Now, I will be getting this. I usually try and get at least the reasonably priced Turtle figures. I love the VHS set. This actually looks really, really clean. I know people have had issues with other Super 7 and NECA April O'Neils. This is the ultimate April O'Neil. I think she looks absolutely fantastic. I know, Spec, don't you get some of the Turtles?
Yeah, this came out earlier this year as a Target exclusive, so I have this one already. I like it much better than the original NECA release.
Yeah.
I think last week I was talking about when I bought a whole lot off of somebody and was what it. So in that lot was the original April Foot Soldier 2-pack, and I wasn't impressed with the April at that time, and that 2-pack was going for a lot of money. So I sold the 2-pack to help recoup the cost of buying that guy's lot out. And I've been waiting for this one to release, and it's a good one. A lot of people complained about the length of her neck, which, like in this photograph, it does seem like it's too long, but when you have it in hand, and it's not, it fits. The proportions work.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. Yeah, like this is. I mean, it looks great. It looks like great shots. I mean, this is. I like the fact that she's like reported that does her own like camera work and like
she does it all.
She does it all. I mean, this does come with a lot of great accessories. The old school camcorder, like the video camera, the different heads. I mean, this is great. This I didn't know this was coming out either. I just randomly saw this from Fraternia today. We got Venom Space Knight. We got the Agent Venom and Mania. Like, it's cool. I might Ross purchase it.
Ross it.
I mean, I think it's a new segment. Ross and no Ross. And then you have a picture of David Schwimmer. But look, no, it looks cool. I didn't read this series. I like the Venom head, but I mean, look, this is a great Agent Venom, but like, I need like McFarlane, Eric Larson style of Venom. But it's cool. It's cool. All right. And then Mezco's Joker. Spec, I know you do Mezco. KJ, you do Mezco sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I have the Clown Prince. I have the other Clown Prince of Crime they did, who was more punk. And I got some soft goods coats from 12 World. Shout out to GPS Lot on eBay to go with that. And the Harley Quinn, who's also kind of like a punk rock vibe. So I got like their Mezco punk Joker and Harley. This seems to go with your classic Batman. You got like the Batman Two-Face 2-pack.
Yeah.
It'll be nice. The accessories will probably be insane on this one.
It is, and we will actually get to this in a few seconds, but we have to, of course, show the cod piece. Go Joker penis.
The Joker dong. It's cool that they finally have a classic Joker. I think there was a quasi-classic Joker, and then there's the Gotham by Gaslight, and then there's the one that KJ's talking about, the more modernish, punkish looking one. I don't know if I'm gonna order this one or not. I do like that it's the more classic look. I'm kind of waiting. I have the Felix Heath Ledger Joker, and apparently Felix is going to be doing an 89 Nicholson Joker. So I'm gonna kind of hold out and see if they don't do that one. And since this one's not an exclusive, I don't foresee this one being difficult to get if I change my mind later.
David, just touching on that, the third-party Joaquin Phoenix Jokers that are out there, the Arthur in the Felix one, like from Dark Knight trilogy, those are excellent. So if they're doing Jack Nicholson, I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I really like the Heath Ledger one. I mean, he comes with two different heads. One head very much looks like Heath Ledger, and the other head, not so much.
I mean, McFarlane's kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, so let's see here. It has the hand buzzer. I love that facial expression. He's got the acid, the flower, the acid sprouting flower. Two different heads, and then all of this. I mean, this is really cool. Am I buying it? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm sure Fabster already like has this like.
It's already on order. It's already on the way over to Fabster's house right now.
Exactly. Fabster's like, hey, I'm buying this, and Mezco's like, all right, cool. Dude, the minute I saw this, I'm like,
adult collectors, man.
Hell, dude.
It's for adult collectors.
Joker penis.
It's a joke in the box.
Gonna grab it and swing him around by it.
It's a joke in a box.
He just
Yeah.
Helicopter.
Oh man.
All right, so that was it for Mezco. And then this. Okay, so look, this next, what's coming up next? When when Spec showed me it, I was like, I'm not buying it. I'm like, you're buying them all. You're getting them all. You're getting every single one of them. And so am I. Yes, you are.
I'm not gonna do it.
Gray Skull.
Not gonna do it.
Nope, not me.
Nope. They're cool. They're definitely cool. I mean, that Ram Man, he looks awesome. But I'm not gonna do it. My only concern is the clear plastic and the aging on it.
So, I mean, look, here's the thing, and this is, it's kind of true for anything. Yes, Rachel, that the Joker, the go-go Joker penis is very disturbing. I think that's the only way you can describe it. Is the go-go Joker penis, and it's disturbing.
It's indescribable.
I mean, look, hold on. Just real quick. Let's go back to this picture real quick. We'll come back to Raymond. I've got things on. I've got some. But look, here's the thing. Like, hold on.
The thing is that Mezco led off with that. That was the first photo right after the.
That's
you just
right after the
you
gate.
just want to see Joker pee-pee.
You go from this.
This is the photo that you see initially, and then when you click to see more photos, it's just immediately like, bah!
It's in his face, and Batman's like, what the fuck?
So yeah, like that's the thing. Like like Batman's like, all right, Joker, like, haha, bing, whoa, what the hell is happening here? And Commissioner Gordon's like, Batman, what's going on? Like, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. It's because it's like
it's supposed to bite you somewhere.
Like, just
imagine Robin off to the side. Holy Joker face penis, Batman.
I know. What can Robin say about that?
Robin's just like, look, I didn't sign up for this.
Get that away from me.
Let's be real here. Okay. Away from the disturbing to the disturbing. Okay, so about the plastic, I do understand where you're going with the spec. But like any toy is going to like degrade over time. I think if, like, for me, I would keep this. And Rachel, you keep making the good jokes after I leave it. Damn it! You just said that was going to.
I know, right?
Like, even if you leave any of your figures in box or in car, like I do for the Master of the Universe, like the joints will eventually, like the rubber will erode. So I think the clear plastic will hold up.
I would open them, but that'd be the fun of it. Like, I don't want to just leave them in the plastic. I want to open
How much are these going for?
$15, $20, probably $20.
Yeah, same as retail price.
Ah, damn it! Then you're right. We actually missed the dick spraying joke. Damn it!
Oh,
Dick spraying.
Yeah.
My only. Every reveal that I've seen from this so far has been pretty cool. Beastman seems like it's really just a repack of the Filmation one with some like samurai armor. That's my only complaint on that.
Yeah, so here's the Shredder with the Hordak crossbow.
Which looks cool. I love this mashup, the Slash and Fakor.
Yeah.
That's great. I think it's the what was it the
Slackcore, Slakor.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
This is
I love this boss man. I actually would probably open these up. I'd open up the 2 mutated ones because that thin plastic or the translucent plastic always looks amazing. It's not figuratively speaking. It looks fantastic. I love the accoutrement with Mossman, the Ram Man Raphael. I love this. I don't know about y'all, but
He's all right. I mean, Donatello to me is the best one they've shown so far, and then the other turtles have just been sort of like, yeah.
Well, hold on a second. This is related to one of my pet peeves. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, I know where we're going with it. Perfect. Okay, cool. The Man at Arms looks cool. I can easily pass on him. The Krang, I like this. I like what they're going with that. So I maybe the Donatello, probably my second favorite.
All right.
I'll probably get that one, but that'd probably be it.
For me, I have to get all 4 brothers. I feel bad. I feel guilty when the brothers aren't all together. I like the mouse jaw. I think that's what it is. And of course, thanks to Toy Shiz for all these wonderful pictures.
Oh yeah.
This He-Man. What's up?
Yeah.
I appreciate what they were trying to do with it, but for me it's a big. I don't know.
It's a whiff.
It's a whiff. It's a strike, and you can't hit home runs every time.
Really? I just think this is just another different He-Man, like Anti-Eternia or Wonder Bread He-Man. It's just one more to add to the mix.
That's fair. And that's the thing, like, I don't know why I don't like this one. I don't know, and there's something just maybe when I see it in hand, I'm like, oh, maybe it's the in hand whatever that is missing in this.
I mean, for me, this works as a Halloween He-Man, even his orange and black harness.
I mean, that's and now I'm going to buy this because it's my He-Man, my Halloween He-Man. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Halloween He-Man.
Thanks, KJ.
Maybe it's the face. There's just something that doesn't strike right with it, but that's just.
And then here's my favorite. I love this Leonardo. The blues pop. What's up, Todd? The blues really pop. It's just like this, like really bright, colorful Motu Leonardo. Like it's just. Look, I will be getting all of these turtles because I love my turtles, and they'll probably go sell for like $10, and I'll get them. There we go. Okay. I think that was the end. Oh, nope. Forgot to go to Spec's wonderful photography before we go on to our pet peeves. The last bit of good news is Spec does some amazing photography. The free range vipers, like Spec, just is the one in the back pooping?
No, it just showed one at a different angle. One kind of seemed like it was off in the distance. They're all just supposed to be kind of chicken dancing and
like clucking. They look like they're twerking. These are twerk vipers right here, man.
You try and pose a range viper as a chicken, damn it.
They be twerking, man. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Shout out to the one on the floor, man. That's Jamaican style right there. That's dance hall right there.
This was like, yes, feed or dance, my lovelies.
Spec be making them clap, and they ain't using hands.
Just make a clap.
Nasty.
All right. Once again, the rectal.
Well, this one I had this idea for a long time when I first saw. I don't really collect the Jurassic Park stuff, But if I see certain figures on clearance, I'll grab them. And so like the Jeep was something like $10. All these figures were something like $5. But like the Mattel Creations, I do get those because they had the Dr. Arnold, the Sam Jackson with his arm torn off by the raptor. They had the Jeff Goldblum sexy pose in the museum, and it closes to form his Chaos Theory book. You know, the Comic-Con exclusive last year with Gennaro getting eaten off the toilet by the T-Rex. It's like Mattel,
getting that.
Yeah, whoever is on the Jurassic Park team, they're letting that person have a lot of fun. And the fact that they let them make an Ellie Sattler with an alternate set of shit-covered arms.
It's crazy.
I was just like, there's no way I'm not buying that. It's a toy that's on the pegs in the kid aisle. It's got crap up to her elbows. And when I saw that, and then I realized like I had the Triceratops sitting on the shelf, I was just like, knock my light down. I was like, I got to do some kind of anal joke with that, right? Like, isn't that where everybody else's first thought goes to?
Notice the Triceratops expression.
Yeah, he wasn't happy.
Get it out! Get it out!
She tore some polyps off.
Oh,
she tore some intestines.
So yeah, that was one I'd had the idea for a long time, and then I finally got off my butt and made it happen.
Nice.
By the way, it's been 22 minutes, so we're the coast is clear, folks. We won't get demonetized.
Thank you.
Sure.
Shit ass and butt.
Shitty ass crack hole.
Yeah, she just went in straight without lube. Just who's the finger?
Oh, dry as fuck.
Just the tip. I
love this one. This one's sick.
Just a great one.
Pop a red in the background. It's really great work you got going there.
I like to focus on the skull, not on bats.
Yeah, I did both because I wanted to showcase. It was just like I was able to grab that Mezco Batfleck, and it's a great figure. And then I got the Muff Toys head, which the sculpt on it is phenomenal. I mean, it looks like Ben Affleck.
Muff Toys?
Muff Toys,
Muff Toys.
Muff, you know, Muff.
Muff.
All kinds of muff, yeah.
And so that's just a big old muff on his neck right there. And so it was just, I wanted to do this photo, but it is more successful having the skull in focus in the front. I mean, you know, it's still a good Batman photo, I think, but I'll have to figure something else out to showcase the Batman himself.
You could try recreating that first promo pic of Ben by the Batmobile, like back in 2015. You know what I'm talking about? He's like looking down. He's like,
there was Zack Snyder. Yeah, he was taking some medium formats on set, and he let that one release. Fun fact: I was one of the first people to see Ben Affleck in this Batsuit. I did the test shoots for Batman vs Superman, so I was there. No Henry Cavill, but Ben Affleck was there, and it's the first time he put this Batsuit on. And of course, we were all under NDA, and we couldn't have our phones on set, and we wouldn't have done anything anyway because we were all very respectful to the process. But when I saw it, because nobody knew, we all just knew that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman. And when I walked in and saw him on set and was just like, oh shit, it's Frank Miller Batman. This is awesome. So I was stoked.
That's cool.
And that was another reason why I liked. I just think he makes a great Batman. So it's a great figure. Hopefully, I'll get something out there soon that showcases it a little better.
Yeah, I mean, especially you get the box set. Oh, good.
What's up, dude?
The box set coming soon. You'll be able to, I think, use that Muff Toys head sculpt with that as well. And that was with Clay Enos, the photographer that works with Snyder.
The cinematographer or the
his stills photographer is Clay Enos, but cinematographer was probably Larry Fong.
It was Larry, yeah.
They all do great work.
Larry's a fantastic human being.
That's good to hear.
I don't think that the still photographer was on set that day. Zach is also a still personal still photographer, so he usually has some form of a medium format with a Polaroid back on it, and so that very first photo that he released of Ben Affleck kind of looking down next to the Batmobile, that was a Polaroid that he took.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. This was also, of all the photos, like a lot of still photographers or toy photographers, myself included, tend to shoot more on the longer end of the lens. Because we're dealing with smaller subject matter, we're trying to fill the frame more. And this one, I actually went very wide. I think I was around a 24 or 30 millimeter, just to try and get that slight distortion of having the guy in the front. Plus, having a wider lens, not being on a macro, let me get in a lot closer. But that's photography nerd talk.
No, that's why we're doing this.
We all love toy photos, man. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. And then this is a great, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to do something, it was like, oh, well, I just spent all this money on the Crimson Strike team. And aside from Free Range Vipers, G.I. Joe being my number one line is the one that I've photographed the least, just because I'm picky. Like when I do photograph it, I want it to be good in terms of background, and I don't feel like I have the right dioramas and stuff for it at this moment. But I was at Michael's and I saw these dollhouse adhesive floor stickers. So I got a few of those and I put those down on some poster board. And then, as most people probably already know, it's the McFarlane Wayne Manor playset.
Nice.
And yeah, I just wanted to do something. I was like, wow, Chuckles comes with such great accessories. He's got the handcuffs. He's got the beat up face. You can do so much with the twins because they feel each other's pain. And, hopefully that was able to come across. Everything is practical. There's no effects work. There's no stands that were removed. So getting Chuckles in that pose with the twin was pure luck. I think if I could do it again or had the choice to do it again, I'd have both legs kind of more going forward to show more impact as opposed to a resistance, but it was the only way to get him to stand up. This was my second attempt at this shot. You guys saw the first attempt in the chat. It was an attempt of like trying to show him coming out of the seat and sort of like headbutting the twin, but it didn't show the energy, and it was a bad angle on the heads. But not every photograph is going to be a winner, and a lot of times it takes a lot of tries and attempts and
definitely,
go arounds.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, then we got.
This was the last one I did. I just did this one the other day. I hadn't done it. Wolverine was one of my first Mezcos. I think it's the second one I got after I got the Crow, and it's a great figure. My only complaints are, you can tell, is the way like the suit bunches up around the crotch and everything. When I sent it to one of my buddies, he was like, "Oh, I feel so bad for Wolverine's balls." But this Popeye set I picked up from Fabster, and it's a really, really awesome set. I have some beefs in terms of some of the articulation, but like that sculpt on Popeye is amazing. Bluto looks great too.
That's awesome.
But I've really been wanting to do something with it, and I was like, what can I do? And then I looked at Wolverine, and then I was like, oh, I've got the Gridiron cigars. I was like, I do some kind of little mashup. So yeah, that's the last one I did, and I don't know what I'm gonna do next. But thank you for showcasing some of my stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, awesome, brother.
Right. So, don't get jump ahead too far. All right, so we have gone through our wonderful and our thanks, and now it's time for us to be little bitches, basic bitches, if you will. Look, and once again, qualifier here, 100% first world problems. All right, there's a lot of shit going on, and us bitching about toys, probably the last thing you want to hear. However, we have stuff we gotta get off our chest, and you know what? Let's do it. All right, so number one, and we've talked about this a few times on the show and the chat with each other. The QC issues, and a lot of people apparently, and thanks to Chad, I took some stuff from him.
Oh my god!
Now let me ask y'all, because I didn't get the strike team.
I mean,
was your face this messed up?
No, mine was perfect. There's one photo. You've seen it. I forgot, but it's the one where I had her with the lip bite and like Destro was out of focus on. I went to look and I was just like, I got lucky. Like the face print on mine is like perfect.
Yep. Travis is correct. I can't.
A banned bitch.
Okay,
so blocked and punishment and lockdown.
He's been banned from Walmart. He's been banned from this show.
Banned from Gary.
All right. So, but the QC issues has been an issue. Actually, this is from Travis's own review of Helix. He was like, the legs were just all wrong.
Yeah.
And the one thing we talked about, KJ, and I'll throw it to you, and then I'll throw it to after you. I'll let Tony talk on it. But the gummy joints, like I've had plenty of like joints where I'm like, all right, this is wrong. And I've had to ask like all three of you, like, hey, this is wrong. Like these are like this is stiff. KJ.
I mean, you can try contacting Hasbro customer care, consumer care. The very first classified figure I got was Snake Eyes, and it had a floppy torso. So floppy, I recorded a video of it, sent it to Hasbro, and they sent me a new one. Like, so that's part of the give and take of it sometimes. Sometimes you can make do. Like, if you have that last bottle of Pledge, I didn't realize they stopped making Pledge. Or if you have Mod Podge or anything like that. No, Future. They stopped making Future. They still make Pledge. But the point is, people have had to fix figures for a long time now, like going back to the Toys Biz days, going back to the Kenner days. It's a give and take. It just depends on how your luck is. Sooner or later, you're going to get some turkeys.
Do you suffer from Peyronie's disease?
Oh, those damn harpoon guns.
Yeah, I just got, I opened one of my several Crimson Alley Vipers, and the elbow joints are gummy in that one. And then I've seen, it seems to me with the legs, it's mostly female characters that seem to have the issues with the knees or gumminess. Or I've got like the Mara Jade figure, like her knees don't feel super stable. I just got the Elisa Maza NECA. One of her knees doesn't feel super stable. The Vipra figure, like same thing. It just, for whatever reason, it just seems like because the female characters, maybe because they're thinner and they, the joints are thinner.
Because they're using the same molds over and over again. That shooter is probably the 4/5 use of those Scarlet legs.
But my shooter is fantastic. I have no issues with my shooter.
Tony's looking for his figures. Like when I make them, there's no gumminess. I make the best figures.
No, dude, this is crazy. I'm looking at the females right now, but Baldy, his legs were like really trapped by the plastic that's keeping her in the coffin, and then Punk had what's the name? Helix's arm. That socket that holds the arm was broken. And then Travis had problems too, and but my Helix is perfect, thank God, and my shooter's great too. It just, I wanted to keep the sneakers on it, right? I wanted to keep them. I liked them, but then when I got her, nah. And I saw some people do some mods, and I'm like, yeah, I've got an extra set of Lady J feet, and look more tactical, look more boots, and they match everything, and they fit great. I just put them on. I mean, I still got the sneakers. I might paint the Nike swoosh on them. I don't know, but yeah, luckily mine came out really good. But there's been a lot of, maybe it only hit toy tubers. I don't know. No, but it's so funny. Travis, Punk, Baldy, and some of you guys. It's like, dude, that's crazy. I'm just lucky, man. I just got lucky out here in Arizona. We didn't get that many nasty screw ups. So,
I mean, the only issue, and I've had it with low light and with my Big Ben, was like just the knee joints were so tight. It's like, God, like, no, you're just being stood. I'm not bending it. I'm not, because like, my Hawkeye, like when I was trying to bend the knees, I was like about to pop his feet off. I'm like, nope, nope, I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do this.
Ray brings up a good point about his mole rat. Like his missing the butterfly joint and the arm fell right out. So something's going on at the factory line. They're just pumping these out too fast. It's sort of like the MCU. Like you make too much stuff and release it too fast, QC problems start popping up.
I mean, that's part of it. You're also, let's be honest, like these figures are probably being put together in what's basically the equivalent of a sweatshop, or is a sweatshop. And these people are just hammering them together as fast as they can. And every once in a while, something's going to get missed. But I think the issues we're talking about with like gummy joints and stuff, it's the reuse of molds. It's the use of different material.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee the original Alley Viper, like my elbow joints on him are solid compared to the Crimson where it's a gummier material. And it's the same, like Tiger Force Outback solid, regular release Outback feels a lot more gummy. Like I can take his head and I can, if I put heavy pressure on it, I can squeeze the head. But then Tiger Force.
Wow, a head sculpt is
solid.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
I can't even joke about squeezing the head off of that one. I just feel bad about that figure.
I mean, it's not like the figure's deformed or anything. It's still a good figure. It's just there's a noticeable difference in material, which definitely makes it feel less of a quality figure.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first wave where we all started noticing that with Joe's, and now it kind of flip-flops. Like we get a couple figures and we're all like, man, the quality on these are amazing, and then a figure comes out and we're sitting there going like, what happened? And so now I think it just depends on the mold and which factory it's being made at and what materials they're using.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing too. Like where is it getting made at? Are these grade schoolers? Are they like middle school? Are they high schoolers putting this together? Like what? Was that too bad of a joke? I'm sorry.
That was dark. That was really dark. But I mean, they run the risk of these repaints or reuses coming off like knockoffs. Yeah. Hell, I've gotten knockoff figures that have more structural integrity than some of these little releases.
Yeah.
And then David Warren Hernandez, his issue has been all the gummy weapons, and I definitely get that. I know somebody said that the whole reason they went to the gummy weapons is for child safety, child choke hazards. I don't know if that's true or not, because all the initial releases had solid plastic weapons. I think it's because they're packing Joe's with so many accessories, especially compared to the other toy lines, to make it financially worth it to them, that they cheap out on the material for that, and then that's their excuse for giving us more accessories as opposed to using better, sturdier material.
I mean, if that is the case, then I'm okay with it, because I'd rather get something over nothing. Like I'll take the ED deficient harpoon gun over nothing, right?
Well, it's just a matter of like, do you just want one good harpoon gun, or do you want a harpoon gun with a sidearm, with a backpack, with scuba fins, with a respirator, with a knife?
Give me everything. No, it's just like, and here, and I've got because like I've got most of my top 10 on my desk right now, because it looks great. But like this Daredevil, like, does he come with a lot? No. This and his billy clubs are sturdy plastic. Oh, thanks. Are sturdy plastic, and like this Daredevil has zero quality issues. Like this QC, like the legs are like nice and bendable, like great, deco, great design, great. It's a sturdy figure, and so when you are looking at, like this is a good $25, a great $25 figure. Let's be real here. But for GI Joe, like we've kind of been spoiled by them just a bit, and so like it's one of those things. That's like, well, what do you want? Like, well, look, if I can get a figure with just some things for $25, I'm okay with like losing some stuff, and then you get like this bad boy for what 40? Like, okay, fine. This is almost maybe a little bit. Oh, there you go. Maybe a little too much, if there's such a thing. Because half the shit, it's like just in my little like storage box over here because
right. Rather have too much than not enough. That's what she said.
100%. But because he's like if you've ever gone snowboarding, you're not doing shit with this. Like, let's just be real here. Like, this is why they don't hit anything. It's like snowboarding, like just all over the goddamn place. And Joe's like, "What are you shooting at?" No fumbles. So QC issues, and I think Spec kind of hit on a bit is that we will get figures. We'll get like a nice wave, like, oh, all these figures are great, and then next wave after that, you're like, what the hell happened? What? But that's how it was with Marvel Legends, like Ultimate Cap, or like this Marvel Legends wave in particular. Like we talked about this, Daredevil, beautiful, Luke Cage, crap. Like, what happened here? Like, who was like inspecting these figures going, cool, meh, cool. Like,
so is that Luke Cage crap because they didn't give him ab crunch?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's very limited, and then you can see his skin color. Yeah, he's the guy.
Those aren't air vents, so he doesn't sweat while he's beating.
Oh man, it's like supposed to give the image of a whole
and also different skin
beautiful disco shirt.
Yeah, I collect black action figures, and just the difference in skin tone alone is like shit, man. I just rather not have the fucking figure, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
And Zen's right. They are coming out of different factories, which, you have one factory where, like, the 18-year-old manager is like, that's good. Keep it going. Right?
We need more action figures, you guys. Crank them out.
Oh, we walk in. My God, the grease on your face. Okay, so QC issues. Do we see an end in sight? Honestly, KJ.
I think the best bet is to just try the lines.
Yeah, get that Chun-Li, baby.
Just switch to different brands, because basically you'll get a QC issue if somewhere on the higher ups or in the path of the line they can take it for granted. Like, someone decided that I wanted a Power Man Luke Cage so bad that
Me too.
he didn't need an ab crunch. He didn't need a torso rocker diaphragm joint. They didn't need to get the skin tones right. They didn't need to give any extra accessories like more than one pair of hands or a different head sculpt. They just decided that I was going to pay $25 for any damn thing. They were kind of right. I'll pay $25 for this. So switch up and just try something else.
Now, Tony, you had Blade up.
Yeah, he's from the same wave, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's from the same wave of that Daredevil, right? But my Blade doesn't roll up his sleeves like that, like Havoc. So to me, I had to get, Netflix Punisher sleeves for his jacket, because come on, Wesley has a full jacket, full trench coat. I put the movie Fig's sword in his back, like he has it. I did cut a hole, yeah, and I gave him his spikes, his silver spikes right there. Fit perfect.
God damn.
And then He looks way better. I do have the screaming face on right now. The teeth look dope. You know, I'm just so used to the other one, but then you put this head sculpt on him that fits perfect. That's from the previous blade.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. Yeah.
Yeah. You can put that one. It fits great. It's good. But I was looking forward to that freaking Luke Cage fig because we all got Iron Fist here and there, but I guess I'll still rock my custom, the one with the how did he look in? Well, no, New Avengers he had the black tee. I made one with like a Hydro Man legs. I'll show you. I got one with Hydro Man legs, and that's my Luke Cage. I hate the chest because that's a Hyperion body. See, it's like a Rob Liefeld.
Oh my God, it is.
Dad jeans.
The Rob Liefeld chest shelf, right? That he drew Captain America with. But I mean, it's better.
His pants are pulled up too high too.
Yeah, it's way high. He looks. That's all we got. I was waiting for that 70s one. I'll make another, street one with New Avengers because I like the black T2. But
yeah. Although, wait, there we go. To be fair, Luke Cage is a dad, so he's gonna rock the dad jeans,
Yeah,
and your dad jokes. I mean, let's be real here.
What's
up?
I said Jordache jeans. I think Baldy is 100% right. You're gonna have QC issues across the line. I have that Mezco Batman. Knock on wood, mine is good. I haven't had any tearing. I haven't had so, and the skeleton is difficult to manipulate, but once you figure out how to do it, it's a really posable figure and it's a lot of fun.
All right.
Yeah. See, QC issues. Like, there we go. Like,
what you got?
The mask.
What's wrong?
Damn, it's off center.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't just. Oh no! I'm sorry. That doesn't come off. That's mine, bro.
That's drunk Pim. He put his helmet on.
The Toy Biz one came off.
Janet, you get out of here!
Oh my God!
I'm horrible tonight. Jesus. I'm not even drunk. I'm 100% sober.
I did get two figures today and yesterday that have no QC issues that I'm stoked on, but I'm also bummed because it's the end of the line that they never even officially announced. And you guys know, so I got Dr. Jürgen Voller.
Jürgen. Say it, Bobby. Jürgen.
And the face scan is phenomenal. I mean, it looks just like Mads Mikkelsen.
I wish that fedora came off, man.
I wish the fedora came off too.
I'll make it come off.
The glasses do come off.
Yeah.
And then
Grail Knight.
The Grail Knight.
The Grail Knight, dude.
Sculpt on him is just. I mean, the face sculpts that are coming in, at least 2 out of the 6 or 5 or whatever for this current wave. Like,
what was he eating in that cave, man? He had to stay alive.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
The body of Christ.
Forgive him, Lord.
We're gonna all get struck by lightning by the end of this
what he says.
Atheist.
I could tell.
I think I'm supposed to get either Indy or Ronaldo tomorrow, and then I just got notification that Elsa's supposed to come next Monday, so I'll see how all those look. Amazon just wants to send them out one at a time. They don't want to just give you that family.
Oh yeah.
That's annoying. I hate because Hasbro
I can't hold you.
Hasbro does the same shit where it's like I'll order like 3 things like in the same wave. It's like, oh great, we'll send them to you one at a time. It's like,
yeah. Is there an option? Because I'm like, as you get them, send it. I don't care to get them all at once, but that would be cool though.
Because this has the Builda artifact, so I want the Grail table. So now it's like got 2 pieces from the Grail table, and I have to wait to get the rest of it so I can actually build it.
I do want to get the wave. I I don't know. I've got my Indy and I've got my Henry Senior coming in eventually sometime. I don't know when, but
December. He's the last one to show up.
That's it. December, yeah. Junior. We named the dog Indy. You named yourself after the dog.
Named the dog Indiana.
Love that dog.
Love that.
Which anyone who's ever had a dog completely understands that line. All right. Issue number 2 is this is more than just the hiss thing, but it is true. The fact that was something that Travis was lamenting to me last week was the fact that Colorado, like Midwest places, are getting figures before California, which is fine. It's coming from Hasbro, and all, but the distribution is absolutely just shit. Like, there's a reason why I have to get most of my figures from Spec and Steven. I never see them. I never see them. And so
Aaron.
Wah, wah.
Be nice, Aaron.
Wah, wah.
Nah, but it's warranted, right?
But the distribution, like their figures were like, Steven's like, oh, you're just, yeah, I'm just now seeing it. Like LA got it like 2 months ago. I'm just now seeing it. Tony, how was distribution for you in Arizona, the land of the Cardinals, where I guess you have a football team? I'm not sure.
Hold on a second. Josh Dobbs goes. I'm so proud of him. They got rid of him, went to Minnesota, won that damn game. That was awesome. Good for him. But no, man. I usually do Amazon and Pulse, and I've been getting mine just a little later than Punk and Baldy and Bobby B and Travis, when Travis doesn't cry, but but yeah, I just get them a little later. I'm good. I'm just waiting on them, but yeah, when he told us about that hawk, I'm like, just wait, just chill.
Don't let the jealousy.
They're all in order. So yeah, distribute. It's fine out here. You never see them in stores, but like,
yeah, I'm in for like Target and Walmart, because like there'll be things that the three of y'all will show me stuff. I'm like, oh, like look what we got. I'm like, no.
Yeah, they'll have Night Force, not Night Force, Tiger Force Dusty on peg warming, and maybe Falcon, and like that's it. And then
that Tiger Force
warming Legends, and all that, and a crap ton of Motu and wrestling, and that's it over here. My couple of targets are over here, but every time someone says, you got to ask them, and they'll go in the back and get it. Every time I'll do that, they go in the back and get it, and I've been lucky. So
that's the
new damn thing.
Being in SoCal, and KJ can attest to this, like, we're lucky because we have tons and tons and tons of targets around. Yeah. I live like within 2 miles of 3 targets, 2 large targets and a city target. And then I've got so many other targets within a 5 to 10 mile radius. The closest target to me, that's the thing, they keep the stuff in the back most of the time. It's very rare that they end up putting it out. So like, I can't tell you, I've gotten most of the stuff by asking for it and getting the back. I've been there and seen other people get pulled from the back. Once in a blue moon, they'll have somebody come out and actually stock it. And then the other target that I'm close to, they tend to put stuff out. But if it's newer stuff in the back, you got to go ask them to get it. It's a weird,
yeah.
I don't know if it's a personnel shortage thing. I don't know if it's, a lot of times these figures have, I don't want to say street dates, but shelf dates.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they have this weird rule so that if you go in and ask for it, they'll go and get it for you, but they're not going to sit there and put them out on the pegs until
yes
they so yeah, it's just like a weird thing. So right now both those targets have been pretty dry.
Yeah. It's such a toss-up because some employees, sometimes it's like up to them. Some of them are real sticklers and say, "Oh, we have, but I can't sell them to you." And some of them go right back, get it, here you go. They're like, this guy's gonna buy it, it's yours. You know, you're gonna spend money here, it's yours.
Yeah.
Thank God 2 of my targets are like that. I've only ran into one that's out of the way a little bit. That's like, oh, it's dated. Really? I ran into the dreaded street date employee. Okay. Go work at GameStop.
I ran into a street dated figure that had been on that had been out for like 2 years, and I was like, "This is already out. Sorry, the street date got messed up. We can't sell it to you." I'm like, "Bitches." KJ, what do y'all think about this statement by Baldy right here? Midwest is starting to see figs first. Constant backups at the ports of companies bypassing the coast. The hiss has been in the U.S. since August, and France has seen them first.
Yeah. No, he's spot on. Because of distro problems, havoc over at the Port of Los Angeles, or different ports, East Coast and West Coast. You have companies using air freight to get stuff out, like some of the smaller ones, AWOC, that kind of thing. You have toy tubers circumventing all that by ordering from overseas retailers who have them first. They're either close to Hong Kong or China, or they have European distribution, that kind of thing. Like I bought the classic Outback Falcon Cover Girl Wave from Command Store just because I was just tired of waiting. And I was like, man, I'll never do that again. I'll just wait. And once again, you can be waiting on a line so long it becomes theoretical. There was like a good, I want to say 6 or 7 month period where we just had no classified figures. And like I was like watching Tony create every last lineup from ARAH, basically, right? So if they don't fix something just to keep it steady, balanced, right? It's either a drought or a deluge. It's like it's not sustainable. It's like people will just go on to other things.
Which
don't
happen.
All right. Really, even my customizing output has been slowed and chilling because they're making them all now and they're flooding us with them. I'm like, I can name them all. I mean, Tripwire and Low Light and all. They're just slamming with my awesome. I'm happy. So I'm going back and making some old OG13 figs. I'm on Flash right now. You know, I saw Raul Robles. He made the 3-pack of the Vietnam era looking guys. You guys seen that?
Yep.
They're stocking
the long range reconnaissance.
Oh my God, those are awesome! I'm like, okay, and Ferry the Workaholic has already made stalker.
I was gonna say, you've been really fucking slacking on your customizing. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, where's my Tony's figs? And you're like, we're already making them. I didn't ask that. No.
I will be making the Vietnam 3-pack. Oh my God, they look so easy.
You got the boonie hat. All I need to do is give Starker a boonie hat in the same set that Gridiron made, because the rifle's straight out of the comic books.
Yeah.
And I guess if you need like a short sleeve, there's all sorts of things.
You need Falcon for Stalker and Snake Eyes, and you need like a I don't know, like a crew neck for Tommy.
Yeah.
And short sleeve. So they look easy to make. I can already look and see, oh, these are so easy to make. So, you know. But money, man. I got wedding. I was just in a wedding. Another one the 17th. You know, luckily it's my birthday and I ain't spending no money. Everybody's spending money on me. Like,
hey. Customizing ain't easy. Yeah.
I'm not gonna guess your age, Tony. I'm just gonna say that you're.
Let's just say I'm probably older than everyone here. I'm older than all.
You're older than 35. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. Also, just Tony, I did pour me a drink into this for you and for you, Spec. So,
yes. I'm dry tonight.
I was, and now about to have some fun with more issues. This is one of my biggest issues. Going to the surprise type bullshit. As my computer is freezing up on me now. Here we go. It's when we get when we pre-order, and then they go, "Oh, surprise! Your figures are coming early." Bitch, I didn't want that. Now, no. When I pre-order something, I am okay. Coming in March, cool. That goes to March money. March money is for that figure. November money is for this November figure. I'm not wanting March figure during November money because the November money goes bye-bye a lot faster. And I get yelled at by someone in the other room going, "Did you pre-order this?" I'm like, it was supposed to go to March. And then I get that like look like, why are you lying to me? Like, why? And she's like, no. But it was March. It's March money. That goes that, you know. But no, this is this, and like I get it. I get it. They're like, hey, you know, this is coming to you faster. That in practice and in theory is wonderful. However, guys, am I the only one that finds like this be kind of annoying?
This stuff kills me, man.
A little bit annoying. I love it down deep. I love it. But I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shit.
Right. Especially
cha-ching.
Yeah, I have my pre-orders defunct credit card that will never get charged. So it'll be like, oh, we're having a problem processing payment. Oh, great, cancel it all, and then I'll just whatever is left, I'll pick it up later.
What were you saying, David?
I was just saying we're gonna get nailed for it at some point. So,
right, we are, but I have allocated like that future money, like that's future me's problem, like down the road. However, like when was it like 3 weeks ago when like they're like, oh, this is processing. I was like,
oh damn.
When was it?
Honey, I'm sorry. In advance.
I could have had this whole wave weeks ago from Pulse, but as soon as I saw Pulse was saying like, hey, these are going to be shipping soon, I went and canceled everything because I was like, this was probably one of the first times I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah. There you go, Rachel.
Yeah.
Stop doing pre-orders because the unpredictability.
If we can't count on the timelines that Hasbro or Mattel or whoever else are telling us, then you either have no choice but to cancel or just wait for everything to go in stock. And then when you have the means, you have the funds, then you can keep collecting. Things get scarce, things go rare. It happens. You're not going to be able to get every figure, right?
I haven't used Big Bad Toy Store's pile of loot. Any of you guys use that?
Yeah.
The problem is they only give you so long with it. They make it sound like you have an infinite amount of time, but you really only get like 3 months.
But 3 months is a long ass time.
Stuff in it? Oh,
well. It wasn't back in the day when Joes were coming out so sporadically, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna wait and let this build up. And then it would be I'd have 2 things in my pile of loot, and I'd get an email saying like, hey, you need to ship this, or we're gonna put it back out on the whatever, and like refund you or
do that
credit or whatever. I was like, man, well, I was like waiting to get like 4 or 5 things in here, and I've only got 2, and it's been sitting there for 3 months. It's probably a little better now.
Yeah.
But I'm such a stickler. I don't even want to pay $4 for shipping if I don't have to.
Well, like
shipping costs money, man.
Yeah. Well, I canceled.
It does, but I already pay for Amazon Prime, so I pay for Pulse membership. So it's like I've already prepaid for my shipping. I'd rather not pay extra if I don't have to.
What was it? I canceled one figure just because Christmas is coming up, and I'm like, like I'll just ask for it from someone.
This is
like
I don't think I'm not drunk yet, but hold on, Johnny. I've always been charged at time of order by Amazon. Not me.
No.
I'll order it and they'll charge me when it's ready, right?
Yeah. When you buy it, when you pre-order.
Maybe you're right on the verge, Johnny, of being charged when you order. I don't know. That's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pulse, DWH. Pulse shoots you an email to warn you, hey, this is ready. Make sure you have your shit in your account locked up tight because we're gonna tap that.
And I love that Hasbro does do that. They're like, hey, listen, we're about to punch you in the taint of your wallet Be prepared. Punch up. Fair.
Ray is with David.
I'm with you, Spec.
I mean, that's $4
with you.
towards, if I keep piecemealing and ordering stuff like, oh, BBTS got buzzer, and okay, I'm gonna go spend. They already charge an extra $1 or $2 for the figure itself, and then I gotta spend another $4 to have them shipped. So now I'm spending $30 for buzzer. That's
you guys
$5 that goes towards some other pre-order. Like
just be glad you don't do imports, man, because you're always going to be paying shipping. You're going to be paying FedEx International. You're going to be paying DHL.
You think we're crying now?
That's a different game. That's a different ship game. You don't get that shit unless you pay shipping. So stick with the state.
You know that going into it. So we're not talking about international stuff. We're talking about domestic.
Yeah. I'm just talking about toys. I'm global, man. Black Genghis is global.
You are the worldly collector.
The Genghis.
He's been around the world. Aye.
I can't find my figures. I don't know when. I don't know why.
I'm just trying to buy my figure.
I'll do a peeve. And David Warren Hernandez still collects the line. I quit the line because of said peeve and because of space and everything else. But I was getting those Star Wars Micro Galaxy collection when those first came out. And they're great. Like, they look awesome. They scale to each other. That was part of the thing, is that they're pretty close to scale. And I just got tired. Their distribution is, you want to talk about horrible distribution. They're on wave 4 or 5 now, and I want to say that like wave 3 you almost never saw on the shelf, and then they have their little blind boxes, and I never ever once saw wave 2 anywhere. And then on top of how bad their distribution is, they do chase and rares, and I swear it's a scam, because, I think they do it with their AEW figures also. It's always like chase 1 of 3,000. So they're not numbered. So you don't really know if there's actually 3,000 in existence, or 15,000 or 5,000 or whatever. Because I swear in wave 1, one of the chase rares was Luke Jedi with his X-Wing, and it's supposed to be like 1 of 5,000. I found like 7 of them. You're telling me out of the entire country, like when you break down the number of 5,000, I've already found that many? And the same with Ahsoka from wave 2, but then there are other ones you can't find them to save your life. The Sabine Wrens, the Heras. I got lucky. I found 2 of the Antok Merrics, and those were like, I ended up selling one for a ridiculous amount of money. It's infuriating, and they do what everybody says they're not, like what people wanted with the Dragonfly and everything. They lock vehicles and the minifigures behind paywalls, and make those the chase variants that you can barely find. And they may release like the minifigure with another set down the line, or maybe they'll do the vehicle. But I think the General Grievous starship, like, that's a chase or a rare in the current wave. So like, if you can't find it, then you're screwed. It's just, it really killed the line for me, and it was an easy one to walk away from. And I've been slowly just trying to sell the whole collection. I'm going to keep the Slave one, but they, and then the Comic-Con exclusives, like, forget it. You're never going to get those.
Yeah, it's exclusives is a different kind of game, where if you're there at the moment, that's one thing. If you're paying the iron price on eBay or Mercari, it's another, right? For Funko Pops or SHF Figure Arts, right? That kind of thing. So I think, I don't blame people. Hey, shout out to Jazz the Guru. I don't blame people for just discarding that. I'm a Hot Wheels guy. The Super Treasure Hunt stuff can go up to $100, $200 easy, right? Sometimes you can luck out, or other times you can recoup your costs. But really, I stay clear. Like when it comes to just chase and stuff like that, it's paint. Whether it's McFarlane, whether it's this thing or that thing. Like if I want the Zartan chase pop because it has the color change, that's one thing. But those are so plentiful, I don't really have to pay that much extra. It just really depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Jazzwares is playing games like that, yeah, once again, there are other lines to collect. And yeah, I don't blame you for walking away, Spec.
Yeah, Rachel just made a good point. What was one of whatever stickers are a terrible idea, just yell scalp me. It does. That's all it is. Like, ooh, one of scalping. Right.
Listen, I found the Antok Merrick. I found another one probably 6 months later. When I found the Antok Merrick, I posted on the Micro Galaxy thing, like, hey, I was hoping to find a Hera or I don't remember which the other one that was in that wave that I wanted. But I found this guy. He'll do. I'll take him. Flood of replies like, dude, would you sell it? Do you not want it? Like, man, you should go look, like, see what those things are selling for on eBay. They were going for over $100.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It cost $16.99.
Yeah.
I was just like, if that's what they're going for,
Sold.
I sold mine for $120 something.
Damn.
And then I ended up finding another one 6 months later, which, as I've been selling off pieces, I sold that one too. But I will give Jazzwares small props because they did lower the price on their single carded releases. I think they lowered like $2 or $3. So like they were $16.99. I think now they're $14.99. Gotcha. But if you can find them, like out of any toy line, that's the one I don't really see that much on the pegs. I see a ton of the bigger vehicles that are the store exclusive. So like Target got a version of the AT-AT, and they got a Clone Wars space battle set that had like Vulture droids and Jedi Starfighters, and then Walmart got the Tidarium shuttle and the pod race set. And so it's like you go in those and you can find those till the cows come home. But like if it's not a snow speeder or a V-wing, like it ain't on the shelf. They're just.
I just want to touch on something real quick: the nature of chases, rares, and whatnot. This, and you can solo me. This is the Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt Datsun, going for 150, 130, 160, and that's just today. This sucker costs $1 if you can find it.
Wow.
Right? So that's what, it's a different kind of game we're talking about here. Right? And it goes on and on and on like that. Jazzwares, Greenlight, Johnny Lightning, McFarlane, like that Supergirl with the darker Snyderverse colors, that's going for $100. It's a $20 figure. It's on sale for $16. You find it on pegs at Target, you can flip that sucker for $100. There's people working at Target probably going to watch our show and be like, "Oh, I saw that. Yeah, buy it, flip it. You're welcome." Yeah, it gets crazy out there.
I didn't realize we would go into that pet peeve, but I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, the whole chase variant bullshit. It's annoying. And I mean, look, I have two of these. It's the Batman 1000. I have this one. I kept it in the box because A, it looks cool in the box, but B, like I've only seen this figure once, and that was in Kansas. Don't ask me why I was in Kansas, but it was in Kansas.
Yeah, he's all over my Target. Mm-hmm.
Never saw it in Houston. Never saw it in Austin. And then like that Supergirl. I like what figure did I see today that I was actually really shocked I saw Aquaman 2 figure, and the Batman Hush, the repaint, with the black instead of the blue. And it was meh. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't that good. All right. Onto our next pet peeve, because KJ and I were talking about this for a while. On real quick, because Chaz made a really good point here.
Is it teams?
You should make a bunch of those one-up stickers and see on random common vehicles. There you go. It's the finishing of teams. It is the finishing of teams.
Very good pet peeve.
It's and if I mean I've had this discussion with Steven before, and the fact that when you may come out with a figure or figures, finish it, because we still don't have Sync, Skin, Peanuts. I think we're finally getting that Jubilee.
Yeah.
We have the White Queen. We have kind of that Banshee with the X-Men 275. But there's a lot, like, we don't have this. This is one of the biggest grievances I've got. They still haven't finished with Feral. Like, they've got they got most of this team in this color. I just love these this group, from Executioner song. Don't have it. KJ, your new Warriors.
Yep.
Marita.
Because, and also I'm shocked they haven't done a Kid Nova that, but no, they did that Marvel Boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so mine, for me, it's the fact that we don't get teams finished, and it's one of those things where I feel that if you are going to do a team, just do the team as a wave. I know that they don't want to do that because, but why not?
Why not? They'll sell. They'll sell. People will. That wave will be gone. That wave will sell. I mean, why wouldn't you do that? I don't know. Is there any point to not doing that? Just wait.
Yes, there is. To make people buy more figures, right?
Yeah.
So having an incomplete wave keeps you on the hook. So you're gonna keep buying that brand until they finish your way in that team. So they'll never finish the team. We're lucky we got
No, just for having Marvel Legends and people being Marvel fans, we'll be. I mean, for me, I'd be on the. I mean, wouldn't be on the hook, but I'd be collecting other ones. You're not going to lose me just because you put the whole wave out. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd probably be more of a fan. You know, like the Marvel Legends. They try to do Marvel Legends twice. I mean, not Marvel Legends, Marvel Knights twice.
Yeah.
And to me, they didn't get it right. I mean, to me, it's Ghost Rider, Blade, Daredevil, Punisher, Elektra, Black Widow. I mean, do a real one. They've got them all other places, so you make your own, which is cool too. But
you know, for you to chase. They need you to stay in the line, so they're gonna just keep you hooked, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's one of those things, and Spec, you know, I'll throw to you in a second with this, but like, it's one of those, I don't know, aspects of toy collecting where I understand there's certain waves where it's going to be a little out there, but I mean, if you are an X-Men fan, if they said, okay, Wave 5 is entirely Gen X, like. Would that not keep you? I mean, how is that keeping anyone from like going on to get the next thing? Like Tony said, because if the next wave is like, well, it's these figures, and you're like, well, I was going to get those figures anyways. Why would I get those? Like, I have no connection to them. You know, like, so is there a point to you to not do just a whole wave of a team?
Good question.
I think
that was for David. Yeah.
If you want to play games, right? So you keep Generation X people, you keep people waiting on their lines. I went through this with SHF Power Rangers, SHF Zoo Ranger, or Die Ranger. So you're just waiting for the next one and the next one. And Lightning Collection went through this as well. You're just waiting on Mighty Morphing to finish. You're waiting on Zeo Rangers or Lost Galaxy or this one, that one to finish. And it seems like it's going to take forever.
And then they go another direction and say, here's the black and gold 3-pack. Here's another black and gold, black and blue, or whatever. What is it? Black and gold X-Men. And then go get Wolverine. He's by himself.
Right.
Boom. Right. So with that was great. You know?
Or they forget about the line completely.
Yeah.
You know, like it's one of those things that, you know, and granted, Marvel Legends isn't going anywhere, so they definitely have time to complete these teams, and I get it. I fucking hate 3-packs, so I'll have to like, find Domino and Cannonball on at a con like sold separately because that's bullshit. But like like Spec was talking earlier about the fact that Indiana Jones, they just kind of dropped it.
There's so many characters like Molaram, and I keep hearing they would never release him anyway because of he's too dark and scary or what. I mean, I understand why they wouldn't release Nazi soldiers and whatever, but it's like, where's Molaram? Where's the German soldier? The German mechanic. Where and you can't tell me you're not going to make him because you made him in a retro. Where is a more normal Sala that's not in the
traffic cone?
The traffic cone, looking for the
okay. Time out. Spec. Okay, so they're not releasing the bad guy from Temple of Doom because he's too scary, but they'll release Tot with his Heil Hitler hand. They'll release. They're like,
and they released God, I just blanked on his name, but the guy from Last Crusade with the melt, the aging face because he chose poorly.
He chose very
but again, I don't think that falls on Hasbro. I think that falls on Lucasfilm. What they'll let them make or not make or signal the end of the line or whatever. But as far as not completing lines go, like what happened to I'm going to call them Slaughter's Marauders, the Mad Marauders. What happened to the Marauders? Like we got Barbecue. And he, I know it's a repaint line, but he's dope. That's the Barbecue I put on the shelf. But
who bought that Barbecue? Only hardcore people bought that Barbecue.
There he is.
But that's the issue. Is like, what did they lead off with a weaker figure, and therefore they decided there was no interest, so they're not going to complete the.
No, because look at how the numbers are lining up. We're already all the way into like the 110s, right? Like 110, 112, 113. So if they want to run that spirit back, if they want to run back Low Light or whoever else was in Slaughter's Marauders, right? They need to solve that damn gumminess issue first. I don't want a gummy Mad Marauder's spirit.
Yeah.
I don't want. Yeah. So really, let them work out their long range QC issues because I'd rather have those figures be as good. I'll be damned if I get a Sergeant Slaughter in his Mad Marauder's colors with gummy knees and like a Peyronie's disease pointing finger or whatever like that. Like we're not doing that. Let them work out their kinks first. It's going to be a long line.
Yeah, but as far as that goes and working it out or not working it out, again, I don't know if it's a working it out issue or not. That falls on like who is Hasbro sending to the factories? Are they sending people to the factories? I know that they weren't because of COVID for the longest time. And so, are they, I know that they're aware of these things because that Tony, Lenny, Emily, like they're all over social media. That they see people post about this. I think that they try and do what they can. I don't think that they're just sitting there ignoring everything, but there's only so much control that can be had. And it's just like if a certain type of plastic is sent to a certain factory, then that's just what we're going to end up getting out of that factory for that run. And it sucks, but that's what it is. So it's one of those things. I don't know if it's ever going to like totally get solved.
I'll fix it.
Yeah. So there's that classic Outback with the loose torso doing the hula dancing.
Mine didn't have that, but the Firefly, I bought 3 Fireflies, returned 2 of them, and kept the one that had the least torso wobble.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said you went through it with that Firefly guy, yeah?
Yeah.
But I got lucky. It was a little wobbly. I fixed it.
You squirted a little of your pledge in there.
Getting a little kiki. All right. So as far as like the incomplete teams go, what do you think's the chances that we're going to see Marvel Legends finally finish off Generation X, finally finish off Executioner's Song and all that good stuff, or my beloved New Warriors?
So
Man.
here's the thing, because that the Marvel Legends team are 100% those geeks. They really are. And like Dwight, Dan, and Ryan want to. They do. I think that we will eventually get these completed. Just when, I don't know. And I think especially because the fact that the wave with Chamber and Monet went clearanced, I think they'll have to really, really pair them in a much deeper line than just another Cyclops, another White Queen. I think if this is one of those things where, like, unless you're a Gen X fan,
right,
like you don't give a shit. Like, I love Gen X. I wanted that entire wave, but the fact that I don't know what I'll see him again.
Right.
Like that 60th anniversary Avengers, they went here. Fuck it, have the team.
Exactly. $5 for Captain Marvel and Doctor Doom. Like, it went insane.
Oh man, yeah, wow.
Exactly. But they went like that. So I mean, I need that Feral. I need to find the others, but like I've got like Cable, Warpath, Boomer,
yeah, decent lineup. Yeah.
Siren. Yeah, I've got I need to find that Shatterstar. I need to get like 4 more. No, wait, I need Sunspot, Richter, Domino, Cannonball, Feral.
Yeah.
Done.
So like when it comes to new Warriors, like I needed that New Warriors Justice, Marvel Boy, and I needed that Namorita. But instead of getting that classic Namorita, I'm getting this Namorita. Which I
know they pulled a fast one. They pulled a fast one on that one. We had to wait a long time for the 70s X-Men. The classic #1 X-Men. We had waited a while for that. Remember, they didn't do Thunderbird for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, and I finally got a picture of them all up on Tony's Figs Facebook. I finally got him up. I'm like, yes. It's still with a custom Banshee, but I mean, he had the green suit instead of the blue gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get that classic Namorita.
Yeah.
But it's gonna go into the repaints.
Damn, it looks kind of cool.
I mean, it's a good figure, right? But it's like it's not
the one.
It's a different era. It's a different era of Namorita, a different fan base. But if you want Namorita, if you want to finish that lineup, just even any version of the New Warriors lineup, this will be it, right? This isn't Bobby Brown new edition. This is Johnny Gill new edition. Like
Bobby Brown came back.
Yeah.
Bobby. But it is very annoying when this is what we get, is like just 4 figures. And look, the Power Rangers team, they do seem to be more consistent with, okay, here's this 5 here. I know Dave Story was happy they finally finished a bunch of the teams.
Yeah, they finished a lot on Lightning Collection, and which has allowed them to take a bit of a pause.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's just, I understand them trying to go, okay, guys, here's these 3 figures, and here's some bullshit figures you don't give a shit. Like, all right, cool. Well, I need to build a figure pieces. I might as well get them. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Now my other pet peeve, other than just no teams, no goddamn accessories. I don't care how many weeks I will complain about this. I don't care. Give me accessories. Give me accessories. I'm not asking for, a Joker dick in a box, but webbing.
Especially if they yank the price up on this shit,
And that's and look, there's a definite discussion to be had about the price increase. and there's a whole bunch that goes into it. I get that. However, like I've said, and I was having this discussion with Travis on one of those previous shows, and I don't know if he wasn't, because he was saying like, well, they have to pay licensing fees. I'm like, I get that, but if they already have the fucking mold, it shouldn't be that difficult to just make a bunch of them. And they go, oh, we're gonna make another Spider-Man figure, webbing. There you go, already made it. What's up, McFly? Webbing, already done. There we go, cool. Same goddamn webbing you already have from the other 5 other Spider-Mans you have, but you know what? Doesn't matter, because $25, I want something else other than just a figure. Especially when I'm getting this figure for $25 and he comes, loaded out.
So you remember in Battlestar Galactica where every piece of paper had like the corners cut from it? Because it was like a metaphor from how to make the new Battlestar Galactica show, they had to cut corners. Anyway, that's what this Marvel Legends is now. They're cutting corners. So the thinking is you already have webbing. You already have webbing effects from Gamerverse Spider-Man or this Spider-Man or that Spider-Man. They are just assuming everybody who's still collecting Legends has a tub full of shit from all these other figures that they don't have to repack with all these new releases. But what about someone new to the line?
Yeah,
exactly. Also, someone who doesn't want to pay $25 for just the figure. like this is a hill. This is an anthill I'm willing to die on. Okay, because it annoys me that damn much. Ooh, frying chicken. That sounds good. Goddamn. All right. Yeah. Spec, stop knocking out your lights. Damn. No, but this is a molehill I am willing to die on. Okay, because if I'm paying this much money for whatever, it's like this ain't like for $12, I'm not mad. It's a cool fit. This is a $12 figure, right? Like it came with like just the Hank Pym, a fucked up helmet, and a pair of extra pair of hands. It's the drunk Pym, fine. $12, I have no problem. Like Steve is like Tony's like, hey Hank, look, I know where you're at, man. It's okay. We'll get you help. Okay, this is $12.
I'll fix that one too.
Like this is $12.
Warm him up.
But if this had been $25, I'd be pissed because it's just Hank Pym, and it's a beautiful looking figure. But I like, where's his? Why doesn't he have like little he has a little peg in the back for some reason?
Reuse, yeah,
right. It's a reuse, exactly. So fine, maybe I have like a little ant, like little like clear thing that he has ants behind him. That'd be really cool.
Spoiled by Toy Biz again. Spoiled by Toy Biz and all of their beautiful accessories.
And
woo!
That's what it was, dude. That's what. Like, hold on. Where I had it just a minute. Oh, here we go.
Oh man, their accessories, the comic, the diorama piece.
I still have they used to have like the hanging pieces.
Oh man,
I still have my hanging.
I wish I kept those. Yep.
So now we put like this, and now you can have
Colossus on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just put She-Hulk right here. Like
there you go.
Like look at that. Like
hey, I remember that shirt.
So I literally just have not. I'm so damn lazy. But look, no, like this, like you hung this up and like you can like have your figures like hanging in it, or like I think
there's a detail on that thing. Yeah.
Look at this, and this is like what, $15? Like maybe like
they were given so much for so little.
That was a different time.
Yeah, and that was their downfall, right, KJ?
Well, it's just material costs weren't as high.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, not as many people were buying them.
Yeah.
Right. It was really niche. Like you had to go into comic shops, or you had to still never stop collecting.
Walmart would have Marvel Legends out the ass. That's why I got like so many. because when I was in Austin, when I was working at whichever like job I was working in Austin at school, I would either go to like Tower Records, which was down the street from me when I lived in the dorm, and they had like all like random like cool ass toys, or Toys R Us or Walmart. It was like $10. I'd get like two. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I'm being fancy. I'm getting 2 figures for $20. All right, right? It's like, all right. But yeah, it's just good answer from the Return of Terror. No.
I did not mean to derail what you were saying because I was gonna jump into like how Marvel Select is basically what Toy Biz was back in the day. Like you still have the heads, the hands, the stands, the dial pieces, that kind of stuff, right?
No,
it's maybe a little bit cheaper. You can find it on sale.
Well, and here's where it's a little, I'm gonna say, frustrating with Hasbro, and the fact that Diamond Select is like what, $30?
Yeah.
Diamond Select $30 at the comic book shop too, like $30. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Marvel Legends $25. Okay, now do they scale together? No, that sucks. That Iceman, Ice Sled, Ice Hands, alternate heads for $5 more, you're getting all this, and you're telling me that Hasbro isn't seeing this and going, ooh, maybe we might want to step up.
Here's the thing. Who's going to pay for the same way that McFarlane's doing $29.99 for their collector edition? Are Marvel Legends fans going to start paying $29.99 for that, right? We're already paying $33.99 for what are essentially deluxe Joes, Snow Job, the Valkyries, Scrap Iron, that kind of stuff. $35, $45, $55, right? $90 for Crimson Strike Team. Well, Joe fans were used to paying more. I collect
counterpoint. Sorry, KJ, but like Target exclusive Black Widow retailed at what, $28.99, and if you weren't savvy enough to use the app to price match, and you were at one of those Targets in a certain part of town or whatever, they were retailing for $32.99.
Yeah,
and those were cleared out until they finally got them back in stock, and then we got those amazing discount whatever where they just blew out that entire wave. But and the retro carded Marvel Legends, those are all $30, right? Or $28 or whatever. So
but you can price match them back down to $25.
More at freaking GameStop.
Right. The question is like how many people are savvy about doing that price matching? But even if you price match it back down, I mean, it's the prices are still, they're already creeping up there, and there are people that are paying them. I think it's as people get savvy, or as people come across shows like this one or other ones and learn more about it, and then are like, oh, wait a minute, I shouldn't be paying that much, then they clue in with it. But yeah, it's hard to say because
and I think my point with the Diamond Select is the fact that for $5 more, you get so much more. And granted, those are specialty shop buys. I get the comic shops, whatnot, but I mean, I think if Marvel Legends took a break, just hypothetically, okay, excuse me, Marvel Legends takes like a 6-month break. Guys, are going to go on pause for 6 months starting January. In June, coming back, all new stuff. We can't wait to show you. If they came back with like that Captain America, like the 20th anniversary, with style for like the $30 price point, fine, $5 more, whatever. But then you get the diorama, even if it's a cardboard diorama, it's something. And you get extra stuff. You don't think that the Marvel fans go, you know what? That's a lot better than which they're already go up to 30. They're already at $30 anyways, and we're not getting shit with them. Like especially like that Black Widow was anywhere between $27 and $32. But the amount of stuff that came, no one was unhappy about. Okay, you know what? For that $5 extra bucks, fine. 3 head sculpts, the guns, the smoke, the bullets, the fire bang. You know.
Yeah.
And
then they turn around and do Luke Cage dirty.
Right.
Well, it's just about perceived value. How many people want that Luke Cage, and the people who want that Luke Cage, how badly do they want them? They miscalculated. But Bobby, please continue.
And now this is actually a good point to Todd's here. To point, they need to downsize the amount of figures and reallocate the cost, etc. But I think that they are bound X amount of figures by contract.
Yeah.
5 figures, the 5 figures, build a figure, which once again, I mean, Jada is. That's what I'm pointing. Like Jada comes with a lot for that price point.
And even with all these characters that they could make in the line, that's nothing compared to the hundreds of legends that Hasbro releases, on a yearly basis, right? It's straight up 100, right?
Are you getting those Jada toys, David?
Nope. They're awesome. They are awesome. I give
you need them. You need them, bro.
Huge kudos to Jada Toys, and I love the articulation. I love the soft vinyl touch and how it flows and moves easily. Like, definitely moves a lot better than like.
What are you doing under that thing?
It's nice, man. So, for example, I was looking at the Game Dimensions Tekken figures. Yeah, Bandai makes SHF, and they're making a cheaper Game Dimensions line to compete with Jada, but it's not going to work. They have an ab crunch instead of the torso rocker. They don't have the extra head sculpts. The accessories are cool. They don't have the butterfly joints. So, and it's more expensive. It's like $27.99, $29.99 instead of $24.99, right? So Jada, is a fantastic value. It's they're just doing fantastic. Hasbro has a lot they're gonna have to catch up. They really are.
Like we always say, I wish they bust the Mortal Kombat and Tekken. Jada.
But you gotta Jada is a smaller company.
Diecast, yeah.
They were known for doing diecast. They just got into the action figure line. I think Street Fighter is probably their biggest IP because they're doing Mega Man. They've been doing food.
They're doing the Chester Cheetah too,
like Chester Cheetah.
Yeah.
The Boo Berry and Count Chocula and all that, which look fantastic. They're awesome. But I think they get a little more leeway, and they're able to get away with doing a little more because they are a smaller company. And they're not, with Street Fighter. I don't know how much Capcom is sitting there looming over them. I mean, obviously, it was just like you've got to be faithful to the representations, which they're doing in spades. But it's not like, oh, it can only be this version of the comic for that at this point in time. Oh, like articulation has to be sacrificed for screen accuracy. Oh, it's. I think they've got more freedom, and with whatever freedom they do or they don't have, I mean, they are killing it. Like
it's very fair. Yeah.
And that's fair, but I don't think when you make an X-Men figure, when you make when they did the X-Men Classics Cyclops with the X Factor or the new John Hickman Cyclops where they give him the optic blast. I'm like, oh shit, finally. And then the next Cyclops with the Astonishing, they have the one where they have the smoke coming off. I'm like, oh, there's little it's the little things, but you could still oh, now we have an optic blast and we have a head sculpt that we just repainted with the slot removable. Here, just more optic blasts. Cool. And I get that there is factors that go into it, but I don't see how a multi-billion-dollar, and I get it, stockholders and they want profit. I get it, but I think at a certain point there's going to be a point where fans are going to go, you know what, I'm done. I'm either clearancing it all out, or I'm moving on to Jada, which and I've this is one of the things I'm like, man, do I need another Cyclops? Which obviously I do, or do I want Ken. Like, I'll probably go Ken or Chun-Li.
So here's why you don't want to make the wrong moves. And shout out to Jitta Toys, and shout out to all the other small indie companies doing it right. When you have a high level of customer dissatisfaction, it makes it hard to come back to the line. That Luke Cage figure was so bad, I canceled my No Way Home figures, including Green Goblin and Doc Ock. It can go in stock, and I'll see how it happens in hand. I canceled that Void Wave, even with Power Princess and like everything else. It's like, we'll see what happens once we have it in hand, right? I saw enough Blade reviews. All right, fine. I'll get the Marvel Legends Blade. And it's a damn project, right? But at least now it's in stock.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't wait for my pre-order to go in. I just saw who had it. Plenty of folks have it. But I canceled everything Marvel Legends, and I'm just going to wait until I see it for myself. Just
see what you did, Marvel Legends? You canceled your shit because you're fucking up.
That's cancel culture for real.
I mean, it's just, and you know, holding people accountable, you know, or I should say, holding corporations accountable to the product that they release. I mean, it's business 101. And actually, I'm going to get that blade because I saw Tony playing with it one time on Facebook.
I had doing the arms. I mean, I might do a tutorial, but
I don't care about the whole staging world. I just want the figure.
Oh man, I had, what did I do? I didn't fit right, and on the nub the socket that you put the arm on, I shaved it down to fit better, and it didn't do it right, so I just did magnets.
Oh,
see the magnet?
Magnets, bitch.
That's actually really
magnets. Anthony's
you
custom. Me.
All right, as we start winding down this episode of our pet peeves, is there any other pet peeves you want to discuss before we go on to the my randomness of like, I don't know what's happening next week. We'll figure that out later. But any other pet peeves before we go on to like anything else?
I think my biggest pet peeve in the toy collecting community are collectors.
Boom.
Hit it right in the head. Yep.
And we just lost all our viewers.
You collect, man.
Oh, how come no one's watching? No. There's a give and take. There's an ebb and flow, right? And so, for example, on my Instagram, I try to keep things chill. I won't say it's a love fest. Like I went in on Universe Spider-Man. I went in on Luke Cage, right? But for the most part, I like what I like. And that's really where the focus lies on. Like it was hard for me to do this episode because I'm trying to think of all the things I don't like. And there's a reason I don't think about them that way. Like if there's something I want to make happen, I make it happen. If there's something I want to grab, I'll grab it. And if I don't want it, then I'll just skip it. But it's rare where something like a Luke Cage or something like a $35 Spider-Man that barely comes with any accessories, like just sets me off, right? With the Joes, I love the Joes. And then there's, you know, it's going to take a lot for me to be like, what were you thinking? Like outside of the Falcon head sculpt, that hasn't really happened to me yet.
That's it.
What was it, right? So, but as far as collectors, you can feed one wolf. You can feed the angry wolf. You can feed the happy wolf. But whatever you feed, that's the wolf that thrives. And some people, they get off more on negativity than positivity. They have passion, but passion's either love or hate. And you are either what you love or you are what you hate. There's no in between. It's that simple. So I'm very careful about who I'm around. You know, I've had to leave chats before because there was just more cons than pros. There's more negativity than positivity. It just wasn't worth it to me.
Have fun with these toys, man. Too much bitching.
Yeah, exactly. Like basically when it comes to Joe groups, G.I. Joe Classified Elite, they're the only ones I'm fucking with right now. I don't, and shout out to Jeremy Kimberlin's group. Kimberlin runs a tight ship.
Ruben, Jeremy.
Right? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Romo. Romo runs Keep It 100. All right, and that's just a fun love fest right there. Gerwig at G.I. Joe 3D Printing. So I'm very careful about what it is, and we don't have to be like shilling left and right, up and down. But if you can't even muster up appreciation for this, but somehow still staying in it, I don't want to know what kind of mental gymnastics that takes to do that. I'm just not going to do that.
Those are people that are unhappy in general. That's the thing. You're never going to change it. They're just unhappy. So it doesn't matter if they were collecting toys or whatever. They criticize and dislike and find something wrong with everything. And it's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and look, I mean, as much as we complained about, but there were like, we still have like, I'm like, oh, I love this figure. I mean, we still have stuff we love. It's just like, what we were saying earlier is keeping things honest. And, I've been the biggest shill for a lot of lines. And then I'm like, ooh, handbrake. I'm like, all right. But no, like, you're right. Collector, like, I got some whiny ass bitch boy on Instagram. Because someone was asking about the Marvel, which is, getting mixed reviews, but I don't give a shit. It looks fun. And someone goes, why are people, who's hating on this movie? I go, whiny ass bitch boys and incels. And then, this guy goes, oh, the White Knight's coming in here. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to like impress anyone. Like, I've already got the one person I need to impress. Like, I locked it down.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Right. I locked that shit down long ago. And now I don't need to impress anyone. But he was like, well, then why you talk? Why? I'm like, just enjoy the movie. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you don't like the figure, you don't like it. Like, you don't have to like bitch to bitch. Like, if you like have actual issues with it, fine. Bad writing, bad directing, bad acting, fine.
Talk about it, yeah.
Don't just
pre-hate a movie that hasn't even come out yet. Yeah. I love that shit. That's my favorite move right there.
Right. And that's like, some of these figures, like, that's like, hey, I'll waiting in hand, because sometimes I have seen a figure online going, oh, it looks awesome. And then I get it in, I'm like, swing and a miss. And I've seen others, I'm like, I'm going to wait in hand. I'm like, I'm going to get that shit right now. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. But fanboy, like, the collectors, dude, there is some, they're just, and Baldy was right. Entitlement ruins the social aspect of collecting. It's just, I think Specs kids decided to just go back to downloading Call of Duty.
Right. I'm like, where the fuck you go? Oh shit! Yeah, man, cherry picking time for Marvel Legends. And
that's that is sad, but it does happen eventually. Like we all get.
That's only because I've been in it since 2006, and I got what I wanted, and or I made out of them what I wanted, and then I'm about to do a purge. I'll hit you guys up and see what you want, because I'm about to, sell a bunch of stuff just to make room for other stuff. It's like the Joes are pushing stuff out, and I'm like, do I really need these? There's a bunch in a tub in that closet. It's like I'm ready to get rid of all Legends. I'm like, I got all the Legends I want, and they're all behind the glass. And happy now. I guess I'm at an age to where that's cool. I don't have to. I want you try to. I'll swap them out. I'll swap the blue and gold team out for Nightcrawler and that crew that wasn't really in that era. He was with Excalibur, but I'm like, he's waiting. But I ain't getting rid of him. I ain't getting rid of Nightcrawler.
I love my Nightcrawler. Yeah.
Oh God, he's an awesome fig to boot, but he's just sitting there. But I'll be keeping him. But more like Dark Claw and all kinds of other ones. I'm just purging. Did you go through a purge too, David? Did you purge some stuff, or was that KJ?
A nerd purge. I'm nerd purging right now.
Yeah, I think KJ's purged more than me. I'm trying to get rid of, like I said earlier, I'm trying to get rid of my Micro Galaxy line.
Your kids.
And I've been kind of getting rid of some doubles here and there, and I've been debating about getting rid of some other stuff. Like, the problem is I've got more stuff in bins than I have on shelves.
That's what I don't want no more. I don't want that no more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I either need to get better about rotating stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I said that a long time ago, and I never rotated shit. I mean, all I rotated is I can't, you know, I beside myself with the Marvel Legends Juggernaut is awesome. The Marvel Select Juggernaut is dope, but it's, you know,
Yep.
so which one do I put?
That's what
I love Marvel Select for the big ones because you can go out of scale. Yeah.
You can work them in, and they look great, you know. And then other ones I'm ready to get rid of. I never opened yet. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's got enough I know what people are gonna say, articulation. It's got enough for me, bro. He's a big dude. He's not a gymnast. He's not Black Widow. You know what I mean? So
like, this dude.
Look at that dude.
This dude is fucking shut up.
Now here's the thing: Hasbro could make that. Hasbro's being cheap when they make a skinny, petite Juggernaut. And all that.
Oh
yes.
Yeah. Oh geez. Him and a Hulk and the Thanos, the one that came with Mistress Death. Classic, you know. Oh my god, look at that.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so just for like
flexing hard. Look at
like
look at that.
Come on, this is like
collect the select for the big dudes. You can't lose. Yeah man.
Yeah,
oh no, Spec, you weren't purging. Spec was OCD. Yeah, that's what I was doing too. We had our Home Depot organizers out, and we're putting oh man, it's fun, but damn, there's an art form to it, man. And then like he was saying, OCD gets to you, man. Pistols, rifles, you know, grenade launchers,
holsters.
These are Marvel guns, and these are Hasbro GI Joe classified Nerf guns. It's like, you know, I get, yeah, look at that. And then Spec labeled his dude with the names, and like, god dang,
like that. Like Ashley had that in her office with her stickers, and then she got something else, and so she did that, and then Container Store. Like I got this for
Container Store is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You want to like, so I started getting a bunch of these little tactics, TACTIX cases.
Yeah.
Started getting them at the Container Store because it was buy one get one 50% off. But then while I was on my Ross hunts, Ross had the same brand, and they had the bigger ones that you saw the picture of yesterday, and they all connect and lock to one another. So then, you know, so I was just like, and they were way cheaper than Container Store. It was like 2 of those big cases in a pack for $11.99. And I mean, I've been doing it with a bunch of the NECA accessories and stuff, and I've organized those a little different. But for the Joes, I want to keep individual Joes separate from one another. I don't want to start mixing up guns and stuff, and I don't know why. It's just me being me. But it's because I had all that stuff in those Foot Locker boxes, and those Foot Locker boxes quickly take up space.
They do. I like them, but
I was losing all this storage space to like all these Foot Locker boxes. So I was finally just like, I gotta do something. And then I started breaking the Foot Locker boxes down, going like, man, I'll keep them. I'll put it. And then it was just like, why? I haven't used them for any type of diorama stuff yet. I'm never going to threw them in the recycling. It was just like, they're cool. It was a brilliant idea. There's other ways to separate and organize that are a little more space efficient.
Yeah, I know. All right. If nothing else. All right. So that has been episode 144, Toy Industry Pet Peeves, because we always have pet peeves. All right. We want to thank everyone in the group for or in the comment section for just hanging out with us, really. And listen, if nothing else, as always, I'm your host, Bobby Bear. With me has been Tony, aka Tony's Figs, who turned 35 today. Thank you. You're welcome. KJ at Black Genghis, as always. The killer mic to my LP, and then
here goes my internet again.
There we go.
Don't call him ever laughed.
before Spec loses his internet 2 more Call of Duty. He has Deus Ex Optics. Listen, this has been episode 144 of A Toy Kind of Mood. As always, it costs nothing to be nice, and we will see you in the toy aisle. Peace. And this right.